Okay, so these are all the components of the MLT leveling system. The straps, the bases, 3 bases. This is the thin tile base. This is the porcelain base, which is similar to the thin tile, but a little smaller and a little thinner. And this is the stone and offset plate. Now these bases go attached to the straps. You use an appropriate strap for the install you're doing. You'll see a little bit later in the video how each one of these works. So this is a strap, and this is the base. And the base, see these 3 little tabs here? 1, 2, 3. That goes inserted in here. Like that. See, this is the same way. And this one as well, the porcelain base. This one's, see how this one is curved? These are a little bit curved, not much, just a little bit. But this one has a more pronounced curve. This is for ungauged tile as well. So when you got stone which is not exactly the same thickness, this is the one you want to use. And you know, if you're on a running bond pattern, this is the one you want to use. And this is for porcelain tile. And for thin tile. Okay, now you have the caps. So this goes inserted into under the tile, between 2 tiles, and then the cap gets placed on top through it, like this. You'll see. Right, and then you use the gun or the tensioning tool to put pressure on the cap. And bring the tiles into plane. And the beauty of this ones here is the only thing that you lose during an installation, because it's doing its job, is the actual bottom plate. Everything else is reusable. So the straps are reusable, the caps are reusable, so you don't lose any of that. So it goes inserted, you put it in, and then you use the tensioning tool. Now the beauty of this is with most systems, once you put the cap on, it's stuck. You can't pull it back off because there's no way to get it off. The only way to get it off is to pull it out and break the base, and then put in a new one. But the problem with that is if you've got to already tightened down all the whole tile, and you want to get that tile up for whatever reason, you lose all those pieces. Well, this one here, because of the opening here, it's designed so you can pull it out. So if it's on and you need to get it off for whatever reason, to clean the grout joint, whatever, you can actually still get it off by simply pulling it out. Now over time, these little tongues here where the strap goes in and out will wear out. See, this one's actually almost worn. See that? I can almost pull that out. Doesn't have too much life left, but you can extend the life of every one of these so it becomes, never wears out practically, is by these little metal tongues, and you put that in there, and now it becomes permanently fixed. And it still works in and out. So the other systems, if they wear out, then you have to throw them away. You can't use them anymore. But with this system here, all the components actually will last pretty much for the life of the that you're going to be using it. So these are the systems. Now you might say, well, these here might get covered in thin set, and they can get covered in thin set. This is one that I haven't cleaned, but this is actually very easy to clean. You just throw it in a bucket with some CLR, some white vinegar, or some sulfuric acid, and let it soak, and it comes out perfectly clean. Very easy to clean. So anyway, this is a system. Now I'm going to show you how to use it. Okay, another thing I forgot to mention is this is the tensioning tool, and you can if this gets dirty, you can soak this as well, because it's all stainless steel and plastic, and there's nothing to wear out. It has, it's adjustable for the tension that this travel here. So I usually use it on 1 or 2, but it has 4 different settings, plus the S, which is to remove the straps when the tile is set. Oh, there's also another part here, which is the rubber foot, which is used like if you've got delicate tile. See, this is plastic, so if you put this on like say marble or polished marble, and you get a little something under it, it can scratch the tile. So they make these rubber feet that you put on here, and now that's to avoid damaging delicate tiles. And these, they can be removed if you have to, but just goes on there. So that's the whole system. Okay, so the MLT system can be used for any size tile, ranging from 12 by 12s and larger. And there are, like I said, there are 3 different kinds of plates. There's the porcelain, the thin tile plate, and the offset plate. This bathroom that I'm installing here, I could have used the offset plate, but I had run out. So I'm using the porcelain plate. And the porcelain plate is actually the most versatile of the plates. So the system can be used either on walls and floors. So here I'm actually, obviously I'm doing a wall, and the thing about leveling systems, whether it be MLT or any system at all, it's not meant to rectify uneven or wavy floors or floors that are out of whack. They are meant to help with lippage, which is one tile that is higher than the adjacent tile. And so these leveling systems are just meant to bring the tiles into plane by a small amount, not by large amounts, and not to correct uneven floors. Another thing that people seem to have a misconception of is that if you use these leveling systems, that it's going to pull the tile up and out of the thin set. That does not actually happen. The tile actually gets pulled down more than it would get pulled up. So the problem of pulling the tile up and out of the thin set is actually not an issue, and that's also true because it's not meant to correct a really bad floor. If you intend to use a leveling system to correct the waviness of a floor or to correct deficiencies in a floor, then you're using it for the wrong purpose. It's not meant for that. Any system, not just the MLT system. So, as I said earlier, this system can be used for tiles from 12 by 12 and up, or even like wood look plank tiles, which are usually 6 by 24 or anything like that. But the point I'm trying to get at is you really see the benefit of a leveling system like MLT when you use them on large format tiles. Okay, so you can't all install all floors in one day, so at the end of the day, what I do is these are the scraps. So I put the straps in place, and then put a piece of scrap tile on. Now you have your plates in position, ready for the next day. So that's how I handle it. Okay, so there are two ways to remove these. Well, it's really one way, but there's two different methods. You can either pull them off like that, or you can remove the cap and then pull it off. Now, this is actually one that's kind of hard to remove. So when you come across one of these, what you do is put the gun in, put under tension, and then rock it back and forth, and it'll come right out. So you can either go like this, or you can go like this.